Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the First Descendant running on PC. Oh, it's funny, I never really wore her default outfit. And she has, like, now she actually has a variety of good outfits. Default Ultimate Luna seems kind of, or her Ultimate Luna seems kind of boring. When she just had her tube dress, it's like, yeah, I wish I had a different outfit.
이번엔 뭐가 필요하니? 말해봐. It's almost always here. I stand corrected. It is here. I see they sped this up for Luna again. This used to actually move much, much slower. Why are you walking backwards? What are you doing? You too? What, is this some sort of moonwalking party? Okay, I think I've seen everything in this game now. Let's see. With Gunner Luna, I just need to carry a stat stick because she just does not run fast, and everybody in this game runs their freaking ass off. We could make my extra peacemaker a stat stick. What else is good? I think the Python. Yeah, I had 2 sprint on the Python.
although they're not max sprint. Maybe we ought to roll for max sprint. I think the Python makes a better stat stick if you're gonna use it just for running and grappling hook. But it makes a horrible gun. I was originally going to use the Peacemaker to do boss runs, but it's actually very hard to use because of its slow firing speed. Yeah, maybe I'll just use the extra Peacemaker. I can also slot in a grappling hook speed with the Peacemaker. Which I don't have enough free slots to do that with the Python. This is the most fun part of the game. Okay, I'll take... wait. Yeah, I have one free one. That's... I don't care about... I'm not even going to shoot this gun. I just want to not be so damn slow. While everybody else is, running circles around me because I have to carry around a launcher. What's the max on grappling hook? That is 3.5. Oh, this is kind of on the low end, huh? All right, well, we'll focus. One thing at a time. I forget, dark purple is better than light blue. Then gold is the best. In my head, I think lighter colors are better than darker colors, but that's not the case with this game. See, 0.4. .38. Oh, it's not as good. Give me the worst rolls. Unfortunately, in this game too, 1% actually makes a difference. So it is actually better to keep trying to roll for a perfect 20, or whatever the perfect maximum is. Like, if you're the kind of person that wants, like, the maximized damage. You know, work on the Python too. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. This one doesn't matter so much. But if you are going to use the Peacemaker, then weak point damage and critical hit are actually pretty good for it. Because you can actually do a lot of damage, even though it's the low firing rate and low mag size. But then you have to hit weak points, which is a pain in the ass, depending on what boss you're fighting. Might be time to do more Void Erosion Purge. Need some more of these. Well, it's not really a good set of rolls there. Well, grappling hook. Want that at 0.35, or as close as we can get to it. .46. I thought I wanted 0.35, right? 0.46 is the worst. All right, 0.35 is the better one. Wait, what? Why is 0.36 blue? Oh, I see. I keep thinking it's like worst stat to best stat, but they actually have this one by actual number value. So like, yes, 0.46 is a smaller number than 0.35, but you actually do want that smaller number. Okay, never mind. You know, brain's not working 100% over here. Had some Code Red for the first time in like, I don't know, probably 6 years, and I think it's screwing me up. Still trying to figure out what flavor it is, other than red. You know what? Now that I think about it, you know, that's like the best job in the world, right? Flavor scientist. Because you know your job is to like make artificial flavors to try to taste like real things. But if you ever run into an artificial flavor that ever tasted like the real thing, that's like a job that you could just totally screw up in and still be employed. You know. It's like, hey, can you make artificial banana flavoring? I was like, sure, no problem. And you give them this thing which tastes nothing like a banana. I was like, yeah, that's artificial banana, all right. It's like, this doesn't taste anything like banana. I was like, huh? What do you mean? Or like artificial cherry. I was like, this doesn't taste like cherry. What is this? Strawberry's got to be the worst. As like, I recognize that as like as something that is supposed to be strawberry, but it's not actually strawberry. It doesn't taste anything like a strawberry. And somehow these guys still are employed. It's like I said, you don't even have to be close either. It's like, or like I don't know if you ever had like something that's supposed to taste like bacon, and it's just like this kind of gross smoke flavor. It's like, there is more to bacon than just smoke. It's like, how is this bacon flavor? This is more like chimney flavor. Yeah. I think I picked the wrong job. I mean, I got to study chemical engineering and become a flavor scientist. And just screw that up all day, and I'm assuming those guys make a lot of money. Here I am, you know, working 60 to 70 hours a week and having like a hell of a lot of scrutiny on my work. Whereas that flavor scientist, you know, he doesn't have to do a damn thing. He doesn't have to do anything right. Still gets paid. Just has to make something with some affordable amount of components. No point in making artificial flavoring that is more expensive than the real thing. What is with these stats I'm getting? Has anybody ever picked weapon change speed? It's like, oh man, I gotta get a gold weapon change speed roll. Or attribute trigger. Whatever it is, what is it? Oh, it's not this one. Attribute trigger frequency. I don't even know what that means. Doesn't seem to, you know, trigger my my weapon attribute at all. I don't even know the difference. Wow, it just did not want to do it. It's like, go back to Void Roshan Purge, jerk. Yeah, this one. Attribute status effect trigger rate. Like, who is picking this? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's really the only one, right, of this list of things. Because I could see you wanting, like, fire, chill, electric. I could see you wanting more firearm attack, critical rate, and damage. Rounds, magazine, recoil. Recoil is one of those ones that's better just to mod your gun rather than do it as part of your gun bonuses. These are actually important now. The Legion of Darkness, Order of Truth, Legion of Mortality. They've made these a lot more important. Although I still wouldn't pick them. I wouldn't give up, Order of Truth weakness for firearm attack. Or hipfire accuracy. I mean, why not just put a recoil mod in? This is only like a, what's it? It's only up to like 3.1%. It's like it's hardly worth wasting the slot over. Of course, I get the two things I was talking trash about. Multi-hit. The Peacemaker is not a multi-hit weapon for sure. The last two are just... I'm just gonna get the worst stats, aren't I? Fine. It's mostly a stat stick. That's quite the diversion. Okay, back to doing the thing that I wanted to do in the first place before I got distracted. I don't even know what possessed me into wanting to have some code red again. I don't know, it sounded like a good idea at the time. I was already having a hamburger. It's not like I was gonna get any healthier on that one particular meal, Yeah, I did get the Tokyo code. I mean, thankfully they made it easy, right? It's like, what, TFD TTS 25. I think there's one more code that they're going to release, which isn't out yet. And then they have a developer web presentation too. I think at the beginning of October, or maybe it's next week or the week after that, something like that. It's fairly soon. Not sure what they're going to talk about. I gotta say, this is not like the better build. It's not the better Transcendent mod, but I do have more fun playing this one, the gun build. Because it's like you're a little bit more active when you're playing this mod. And when you're doing your skill build, you just hit the 3 abilities once and then just hold the fire button down. That's kind of the whole game. Just do that over and over again. So they're like long stretches of the game where you're just holding down the fire button when you're playing that build. Whereas this one, you really gotta balance what weapon you want to use, when to refresh it. This is basically how you reload your gun. I just wish it was stronger. It was a little bit more powerful. But it's supposed to be a support build, so it's not supposed to be a strong build necessarily. Still, I just give people like, measly, 15 to 20%. For buff should give like 200%. Like it should really be noticeable when you get buffed. As it is right now, it's like, oh, I do another 1,000 damage, okay. Or 100 damage, depending on who it is. I did pick up this emote, the racing emote, but you don't see anything on the screen. I mean, they really had a missed opportunity there. Like the racing emote, you should actually be able to play like a little mini game. But no, it's just static. It's just a static screen. Look like some sort of maniac, hopping on top of a racing arcade machine and just racing the static. What's wrong with that kid? Does he know the screen doesn't work? Nobody ever wants to grab this thing. So come on, somebody's got to grab it. this thing. Can kill this thing with the Peacemaker. With no mods. It just does nothing.
임무 종료 후에 수고하셨어요.
Yeah, I'm looking at nothing. Oh, I love this song actually. It's not as good as the other song. But yeah, it can drive you crazy.
여기는 왼쪽. 의문의 끝자리
I mean, I think
임무를
this song matches the
실시하십시오.
pace of the game better than the pop song. But the pop song is better. It's like it's just a better song. But yes, I kind of think they should have done the 3 different song thing, like they did with the original, with Noise Surge. But yeah, you know, I get it. Actually, I was looking for the lyrics to the song, the pop song, and it's just like, oh, they're nowhere. Because I know it's like crazy, and then chasing, and then there's something else too. It's also not available on the official soundtrack, even though they're using Ultimate Luna as the cover girl for the soundtrack. It doesn't have her ultimate songs. In fact, it doesn't have any of her songs. It's weird too, because it has like some of the newer Descendants that were around after Luna, but there's no Luna songs. Yeah, dude, it's so damn catchy. Like I wanna be able to listen to it when I'm working out.
임무 종료 후에 수고하셨어요.
Or just, you know, like when I'm in the bathroom, you know, using the urinal. I was just sitting there spraying, going crazy.
Jason. Guy's looking around. What's wrong with that dude? Like, come on, I just hit my ultimate. My ultimate bladder relief. Maybe they'll have the song offered later. They gotta sell that song. I mean, come on. How many of us have that song stuck in our head? Both these songs. or just even Luna's old songs. Although those are super short. I don't know. They have to do some work to make them longer.
시작해 주십시오.
Also, I think this dance is just a little long. The animation just takes a little bit long to finish. Because you can't cancel out of it. Like if you want to just ride your bike or if you want to shoot your gun, you actually have to wait all the way for the animation to finish. The funny thing is, I actually have to listen to the song to get the beat right. So I turned up the music probably louder than it's supposed to be turned up, but it really does help with the rhythm.
임무 완료. 고생하셨습니다.
Oh, hear it in the apartment. That'd be nice. I gotta tell you, that's a hell of an apartment. I think a lot of us would kill to live in an apartment as nice as the Descendants get. I don't think my whole house is as big as that apartment.
여기는 내 할리버 외장재 특별한 일을 시작하십시오.
keep castling out? I say the only thing that's really bad about the apartment is that that shower kind of sucks. Much as we all wanted to have them to have, you know, we all wanted them to have a shower. That was like a crappy ass shower. Really, I would remodel that bathroom. Might be one of the first things I would do in that apartment. It's like this shower needs to be twice as big. The space between the sink and the toilet 3 times. I'll give up some closet space if we need to sacrifice that. Yeah. Actually, it's one of my pet peeves about this house, which I guess I could. I'll have to ask the landlord, but I should probably ask if I can replace the toilets. Because the toilets are like these, I don't know, I think they're either made for children or for women only. Like the lip on the toilets is just not wide enough. So if I'm like sitting on the toilet, it's like, well, I don't think my junk is supposed to be touching the rim. You know what I mean? Why is this bowl so small?
임무 완료. 수고하셨습니다.
And I gotta replace the 2 toilets here. Sure, the landlord was gonna ask, is there anything wrong with the toilets? I'm like, well, they're just not made for men. I mean, unless you're perching on the toilet like a bird. I've run into it in like other people's houses too. I'm just like how do you use this? Yeah. It's like, this is way too small. I'm not even a big guy, you know.
여기는 내
And it has nothing to do with like
팔리고
the
매장된 제품이란 이름으로
energy
시작해.
efficiency or anything. They're just like these small ass toilets. It's like who's buying these things? They must be like super cheap. They're just not made for human men. Come on, somebody's got to know what I'm talking about. I can't be the only one. Because I can, at least in my building, like my corporate office, you know, they have the office itself doesn't have it doesn't have a bathroom, so you have to use like the shared bathroom that's across the floor for, you know, whatever business is on that floor. Of course, they have like the much bigger toilets to just accommodate for people who are maybe they're in wheelchairs or something. You know, same thing with like the handrails and stuff for them. Like those are nice. Those are some big ass toilets. Where can I get one of these? I don't necessarily need the handrail. It's just nice to have that extra space, you know? And you know, if there happens to be a Taco Bell or a Chipotle nearby, then you're doing a public service by making that toilet bigger. Just saying, you know, it should be kind of a requirement. Those businesses happen to be in the area. We're gonna have McDonald's corporate calling me. Why are you disparaging Chipotle? It's like, I'm not. I'm just saying you just need a bigger bathroom if you're gonna eat there. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't even know if I didn't eat there that I would need a bigger bathroom. It's almost like an advertisement. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Maybe I'm saying it's a bad thing a little bit. Just a little, though. Actually, I had that Chipotle for the first time. I think like probably 6 or 8 months ago. It's been a little while. I only ate there once. And I won't ever go back. Not because I thought the food was bad, necessarily. But like it almost tasted like diet food, where like everything just had this very, very bland taste. I was like, where's the flavor in here? The meat is super weird too. I don't know what they do with it, but it just tastes odd. It sort of tastes like if you have like if you have like your meat in the freezer for too long, you know, it has a kind of this sort of macerated taste to it. And that's what Chipotle tastes like, at least around here. It sort of tastes like if you like microwave your meat, you know, like if you're in a rush. And you just, you know, microwave the chicken breasts. But I know that's not true because I see those guys cooking it on like a flat top stove. I'm just like, how do you cook this on a flat top stove and it still tastes like this? It's like, is the stuff they're cooking on a flat top stove not actually what they serve? It's like, did they just like put that behind the counter for themselves? No, don't let the customers have this. This is for us.
임무 완료. 수고하셨습니다.
Yeah, oh, okay. Maybe it's just the corporate thing. Maybe it's just they just get all their meat from the same distributor. I mean, I guess that they would have to do that since it's a giant ass franchise. Just like how like Subway forces you to buy from their distributors. Like you can't just buy salad from some other place. You have to buy all the salad from Subway. That's how they make money. Is they basically kind of rip off the owners of the franchise. Then they make them do like remodels like every 5 years. So it's like you better sell enough sandwiches to afford a remodel. And I only know that because they closed the Subway near my house. And it's like, yeah, we couldn't afford the remodel, so we had to shut the whole store down. It's like, damn, that's pretty harsh. It's like I didn't even feel like this place needed a remodel, you know. I mean, I've been eating at this greasy ass spoon Mexican restaurant up the street for like the past 15 years. They haven't remodeled. I don't really have a problem with them. Yeah, I just had it earlier today, yeah. A very nice chicken mole. Finding a good chicken mole is actually not as easy. It's very hard to make it right. Or at least make it to where I think it's right. I did have another one of my, I don't know what it is recently, but I had another one of my exes call me. I mean, I haven't talked to her in like probably maybe 6 or 7 years. It's been a while. In fact, I thought she moved out of town. I didn't even think she was in town anymore. But yeah, she called and she, you know, wanted to hook up for like, old time's sake. I was like, well, where do you live? I was like, oh, well, that's way too far. Yeah, I'd second. I was like, we've already dated before, you know, I'm not willing to drive that far anymore. This is not like an exciting surprise that I'm walking into. Really? You wouldn't drive for me? I was like, heck no, we broke up, remember? It's like, maybe if you were living next door to me, I might consider it. Now, anything farther than 3 blocks, not even worth it. New girlfriend, sure. You know, I'll bend over backwards for a new girlfriend. Old girlfriend? Forget it. You know, it's not like I get offers all the time, but now that I care is less, you know, now that I don't care as much, I can be a lot more picky. God, one of my friends asked me if I was like using like a dating service, you know. I was like, well, are you on like Facebook dating? I'm like, heck no. Who the hell do I want to date that's on Facebook still? Some old grandma out there. If you're still on Facebook, that means you're older than me, like by a fairly large margin. Why would I want to date you?
어쩌면 매지스터야말로 진짜 인류의 희망 아니겠니?
Offers from strange women. Yeah, I mean, you know, once upon a time, I actually had hair down to my back, like to the bottom of my back. Obviously, this was a long time ago, but when I had hair that long, that's when I got like the weirdest offers just from random women. It was part of the era too, you know, right? I mean, long hair was like more attractive back in those days. But I was like, I don't even know you. Why? Just stop. Don't bother me. It's like, it's very flattering that you like long hair, but, you know, maybe if that's the thing that you want. Maybe I'm not really the right gender for you. Oh, well, I kid. The real reason I don't grow it out now is just because it's, well, one is I have like I have significantly more gray, and it looks a little funny to have like long gray hair or long salt and pepper hair. I mean, then you look like some washed up rock star who still thinks that they look 20, you know, but who's actually like 50 or 60. And it's just too much hair care product to deal with. Once you've had a taste of, you know, not needing to use conditioner, I don't know if you can ever go back. You know, not having to use a hairdryer, not having to wait an hour for your hair to dry. It's like, well, whatever, want long hair again. None of that is fun now. It's like so much faster than me. Carrying a launcher is kind of a bummer. Like, I do nothing fast with the launcher. But I need that power for Gun Luna. It's really the only gun that makes sense for her as a gun descendant. Like, I tried using the Albion for a while. but it just doesn't pack enough of a punch. Especially if you're playing Axiom Planes. Like, you just can't do enough damage with it. Not without getting, you know, really overwhelmed after a while. I tried a lot of different builds to, like, maybe get a little bit more power out of it. But it just can't manage the mobs. They have too many resistances and too much HP. And, you know, it's nice that Luna can control the crowds with her, you know, the, what do they call it, fan club? Or fan service. Five kids. Like, hey, you want to hook up? Like, smokes like 2 packs a day. Like, has that cancer voice. Eats cereal with Bailey's. Tells the kids it's milk. 5 kids, I mean, no judgment, you know. You kind of have to have that with 5 kids. You know. How are you going to be sane without like 4 drinks in the morning? I don't know. My parents had 3 kids. By the time I rolled around, they could barely stand us. It's like, we love you when you're quiet. Shut up once in a while. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Other than that, we can take you or leave you, you know? God, I'm so far behind. I just cannot keep up. Yeah, the fan source ability is actually, it's good. It really is. It just corrals everybody around you. They don't attack and they just surround you and you can just hit them with a Restored Relic. But you know, if you're trying to hit them with the Albion, they're usually alive by the time fan service is over. Because it's only, I think it's only active for like 3 seconds or something like that. So it's just a very low amount of time. Seems like every time they put like a movement penalty in this game, they end up having to roll it back. So I have a feeling at some point in time they'll roll back Luna's movement penalties whenever she does one of her skills. But for now, I gotta deal with it. Being just a little slow. At least if I want to play this build in particular. Yeah, run as fast as I can. Ah, darn it. Oh, you know, I get the balance. Yeah, like I get the idea behind it. I just don't know if it really works. I mean, I'm sure this game is like kind of difficult to figure out what the right balance is between, you know, difficulty and, well, the difficulty, you know, the power of the Descendant and the power of the enemies. We all know what happens when you make it too hard, right? Like that first version of the Void Erosion Purge. Like just endless complaints about how hard it was, you know, until you built the right Descendant, and then it really wasn't that bad. Or how hard some of the bosses used to be. You know, I mean, you think about it now, it's like, well, those bosses actually weren't that hard. But, you know, the audience at the time, they were just too impatient. Didn't want to learn anything. You know, then they're like the more hardcore users that just complain that like all the difficulty is in them being bullet sponges. But at the same time, that's the only kind of difficulty I think that's acceptable to most of the audience. You know, you can't make it difficult by, you know, forcing them to stand in a certain spot or solve a puzzle or have like multiple weaknesses. Like maybe you had to carry 2 different guns or 3 different guns because they maybe had like a phase 2 or a phase 3 and it's a different weakness. It's like that would never fly. The audience would go, "Whoa, that's way too complicated," and they just wouldn't play the content. If they just did something which like Borderlands does, you know, just force you to carry guns which are useful for something else, or make you do a situation which is only good for like a certain boss or a certain area. Too complicated. Too hard. Yeah, a little bit on the lazy side. I mean, I can understand if you're playing this game casually. You're playing it like an hour or 2 a day. I guess that makes me the casual player too, but but if you don't want to be bothered at all with anything, like I guess I could see it, but I don't think they were asking a whole lot, even back in the early days. I don't know. I mean, now that the game has actually gotten easier, it's just like, oh, you know, I do kind of miss it when it was a little harder. I guess maybe they knew what they were doing the first time around, and we were just a bunch of whiners. I mean, I am glad they did fix the grind. I mean, it was just a little silly in the beginning. But now there's like almost no grind. Like, it's really not a grind anymore.
계승자, 현재 위치에서 벌거스 통신량이 늘어나고
Maybe
있습니다.
some people feel it's a grind, but I don't know.
투입될 것 같습니다.
To me, the people just have never played a game like this. Like they've never played, you know, Rainbow Six or The Division or Destiny or Warframe. Because of all those games, this is the least grindy of all of them. Now they're getting rid of the weapon implants for the reactors. I guess that was too complicated for people. Am I really? That's too hard? Oh. What are we gonna do with these gamers, man?
전술 목표 확인. 수색 청년을 요청합니다.
I know, I should shortcut abort mission so I can just warp back to the to the start of a mission. But I have a very limited number of keys to use, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm playing on the controller, so it's not like I have like a ton of shortcut keys I can use.
보호 임무 대상이 주변에 있습니다. 위치를 안내하겠습니다.
It's also weird in this mod that you don't get a discount
현재 상황 전달합니다.
on your skill cost by hitting the notes on time.
확인. 전투에 유의하십시오.
Like our other Transcendent mods, it doesn't cost anything if you hit the notes on time. But in this one in particular, it always counts. It always costs you a certain number of mana to hit a note. But there's no way to avoid that. I mean, this mod has a lot of things that no other mods that she has does. But they really made this one more unique.
보호 임무 대상이 주변에 있습니다. 위치 확인 바람.
And it doesn't work with Potent Collector, so there's no way to get more resources like you can with Potent Collector with their other mods. It's just an interesting series of decisions they made with this mod in particular. I mean, there's definitely a reason why it's not that popular. I mean, I like it, but you know, quite frankly, her skill mod is just better.
위치를 안내하겠습니다.
There's just no way around it, you know. In almost all situations, it's better. This one's just like more fun for me to play. But if I actually want to do damage to something and, you know, not have to work for it, then yeah, the other mod's way better.
계승자, 인근 상공에서 변이물질 형성 신호가 감지되었습니다. 계승자, 현재 위치에서 벌거스 통실량이 늘어나고 있습니다. 균열의 군단 병사들이 투입된 것 같습니다.
These guys are not jumping. They're not dropping mana cubes at all.
주요 전술 목표 확인. 수색 선멸을 요청합니다.
Oh, do I need these resources anymore? I mean, not really. I'm surprised they haven't announced a larger inventory space either. I was running out of room.
같습니다. 보호인무 대상이 주변에 있습니다. 위치를 안내하겠습니다.
It is funny that they made Jabber enough good enough for players to start playing him. Enough where I actually run into him once in a while. If anything, I hardly see Serena anymore ever since Luna came around. Unless they're finding a, wall crasher. But yeah, outside of that, I don't run into anywhere near as many Serenas anymore.
보호인무 대상이 주변에 있습니다. 위치 확인 바람. 계승자, 현재 위치에서 벌거스 통신량이 늘어나고 있습니다. 균열의 군단 병사들이 투입된 것 같습니다.
I finally built this thing out for Exterminator. But it's only good for taking out the brutes and the ships. Other than that, don't use it for anything else.
주로 전술 목표 확인. 수색 청년을 요청합니다.
It's also nice in this build if somebody tries to knock Luna on her ass, it doesn't knock off her skill ability. Unlike if an enemy knocks off Luna off her stage when she's doing her ultimate, she basically has to start over. Building her power back over at least. Okay, did anything I research get finished? I mean, probably not. I'm just trying to make as many of those catalysts as I can for whenever they want to drop Eugen. I mean, it'll be a while. But, you know, I used to think I had like a whole bunch of catalysts until we started experimenting with Luna and the two guns, and like I ran out very quickly. And then as soon as they started trying to optimize Luna, it's like I ran out of dimension analyzers and ion accelerators. I ran out of those pretty fast too. Then ran out of money, and it's like I started running out of things which I, you know, had a comfortable amount of. I think I got everything here. Yeah, I could buy more costumes for the rest of the crew, but I don't necessarily know if I want everybody to look like this. I mean, it's actually not a bad costume. It does look pretty good. Yes, I don't know if I need it for everyone. Oh, you can actually see. You actually see through the glass on this one. Oh, that's actually pretty funny. I didn't realize that was possible with this in this area. Okay, well, I actually didn't want it to do that, so why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching The First Descendant running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.